Hello and ni hao from the beautiful Wuxi city in China. Fantastic news! Finally, there's a cure for type 2 diabetes, and it's proven to work. You heard right. After more than a century of unsuccessful search for a cure of this horrible disease, finally the breakthrough has been achieved, and for the first time, this chronic illness can completely be cured. Millions of people would be benefiting, obviously even without intended side effects. Almost 10% of the world population are suffering from type 2 diabetes. That's a staggering 700 million people around the globe who greatly suffer from serious health consequences caused by it. The American Diabetes Association found that the total annual cost of diabetes in 2022 only for the USA was $412.9 billion. People with diagnosed diabetes accounted for one of every four healthcare dollars spent in the US, and a realistic estimate is that at least 5% of all deaths are attributable to diabetes. You can imagine how much personal suffering, premature deaths, and cost can be saved by this cure. So, having such huge impact on future society, why was it not immediately reported all over the place by media? Probably because it was the wrong guys who managed this genius breakthrough, the Chinese. Usually, especially Western media just reports negatively about China, while Western politicians use the Chinese normally as scapegoats for everything that went wrong in their own countries during their legislation. Suddenly honoring them for excellent scientific achievements doesn't really fit that concept. And so it widely remained unreported. But anyway, now you hear it from me. How is a cure working? Let me break it down for you. Healthy people produce one hormone called insulin with specialized so-called beta cells in their pancreas to regulate blood sugar concentrations. People suffering from type 2 diabetes are basically due to several reasons not able anymore to produce enough insulin to regulate their blood sugar concentrations. Long-term high glucose amounts, that is blood sugar, destroy blood vessels and nerves, slowly destroying the body in horrible ways, which makes untreated diabetes so deadly. Patients have mostly to adopt widely different lifestyles to before, at least take medication for their chronic condition, constantly manage their blood sugar, and when the disease gets more severe, multiple times a day add external insulin, usually via syringes. Nevertheless, the body is still affected by the disease and gradually degrading further, leading to countless premature deaths. Also, the risk of taking up a little too much insulin or miscalculating the energy demand of physical exertion can quickly lead to insufficient blood sugar concentrations, which might end deadly as well. You can imagine how huge this negative impact on one's life quality, life expectancy, and personal finances by this horrible chronic illness is. Up to now, the best possible treatment was the following. Only severe diabetes patients struggling with blood sugar control could hope to possibly find a deceased organ donor from whose pancreas tissue containing those insulin-producing beta cells would be extracted, and by minimally invasive transplantation, which injects this donor tissue into their liver via the portal vein. Unfortunately, even in that way, type 2 diabetes can't effectively be healed, as the scarce donor material is not from the own body and such will be attacked by the immune system with the time, even with medically suppressed immune system, which is in itself suboptimal. In most cases, that treatment provides simply temporary relief, no longer than 3 to 5 years. Besides, donor organs are rare and difficult to come by. For over 100 years, worldwide intense research was undertaken to fully heal those patients. And finally, it has happened. It's a new groundbreaking method with a regenerative cell therapy that enables this group of scientists and clinicians at Shanghai Changcheng Hospital to successfully cure the first patient in the world, a 59-year-old who already suffered for 25 years from this diabetes too. This patient had already developed end-stage diabetic nephropathy, underwent kidney transplantation in June of 2017 and displayed poor glycemic control since November of 2019. He underwent his new curing procedure in 2021 and has now since 2022 been medication-free for already 33 months again, producing body-owned insulin in sufficient amounts, being basically diabetes-free now. This new therapy bases on reprogramming the patient's own peripheral blood mononuclear cells, transforming them into seed cells, which can be developed into insulin-producing beta cells and made to form new pancreatic islet tissue in an artificial environment. This approach leverages the body's own regenerative capabilities, an emerging field known as regenerative medicine. Consequently, those new beta cells will, in contrary to donor cells, not be rejected and attacked by the immune system, and immune suppressive medication is not necessary anymore. Besides that, it seems to have no major adverse side effects and most likely has a permanent lasting effect on healing. If you are interested to read about the details, then you can find the link to the published study below in the video description or find it here. Unfortunately, it's still a little too early to celebrate that advance with a huge party, as the procedure is still quite time-consuming and expensive. And such cure might actually only serve pretty rich people yet, but is sure not affordable for everybody yet. After all, 3 of 4 type 2 diabetes patients live in low and middle income countries. Anyway, finally a suitable method of cure is laid out and proven to work just fine. The next steps will be to improve the processes in the technology to reduce cost and time, as well as improving safety and ease of use of the whole procedure, which might still take a few years, but the clear incentives are there by preventing hundreds of millions of people from further suffering and early deaths, while also saving worldwide trillions of dollars for healthcare. I believe that those enormous benefits will speed up that optimization process by a lot and hopefully soon make the cure available to everybody who needs it. I dedicate this video to my late beloved grandmother Anna, who unfortunately died too early from the terrible health complications of long-term type 2 diabetes. Really interesting for me is what you think about this new cure. Do you believe it will soon be available to all those suffering people? What do you feel about this genius scientific breakthrough made in China? How do you think the pharma industry will react to this cure that will have a huge impact on their profits from long-term supply of chronically ill patients? Please let me know in the comments, and if you haven't followed this channel yet, maybe now is a good moment to click the subscribe button. It's free anyway, and you won't miss future videos. And besides, help me a lot with my tiny channel to reach at least a few people. Thanks in advance for subscribing. Have a nice day. Bye bye and 再见, your Lao Ma in China.